Zanu PF is battling to conclude its restructuring exercise due to violent clashes among supporters, which have affected several provinces, it has emerged. Several provinces, especially in Midlands, Mashonaland West, Harare, and Mashonaland Central, have been affected by factional fights as the ruling party prepares for provincial elections next month. In Manicaland, 2 Zanu PF youths were dragged to court on Thursday to answer to charges of malicious damage of property after they allegedly stoned a vehicle belonging to Zanu PF Manicaland provincial chairman Mike Madiro. The accused youths, Malcolm Masarira, 31, and Occasion Chimwendo, 33, appeared before Muter Magistrate Langton Kata and were remanded on $10,000 bail each to December 14. Court papers allege that the 2 stoned Madiro's Toyota Land Cruiser vehicle in October at the 220 km peg along Harare-Muter Highway. The vehicle was being driven by Ndavamapingwana, who is the Transport Deputy Minister's official driver. One of the stones allegedly struck the windscreen of the vehicle, hit the driver on the chest, and damaged the steering wheel. In Harare, acting chairperson Godwills Masimarembwa and aspiring chairperson Godwin Gom were also embroiled in a legal battle after violence erupted in Epworth last month. Gom was accused of assaulting Masimarembwa, who last week told Newsday that body movements were normal in any contestation. There were gunshots in Kwekwe 2 weeks ago when 2 rival factions clashed at the party district offices as factionalism continued to rear its ugly head in Zanu PF. Several people have been appearing in court in the Midlands province on various charges, including violence that engulfed the district since the beginning of the restructuring exercise. In Mashonaland East, Zanu PF Women's League National Secretary for Administration Monica Mitsbangwa and Legal Affairs Secretary Munyiradzi Paul Mangwana are in a fierce fight over the party's provincial chairperson post, a development that has irked members of the province. The chaos in the province started after the reinstatement of provincial coordinating member Nayarite Zbuura as the provincial Women's League boss following resolutions made by the Central Committee at the October National Annual Conference held in Bandura. Zbuura was removed from the top post in 2019 after being accused of gossiping, but was found not guilty by the National Disciplinary Committee, leading to a Central Committee decision to reinstate her. She was, however, blocked from resuming her duties, with Mitsbangwa and Mangwana claiming the move had been overtaken by events. In a letter addressed to provincial chairperson Michael Madanha dated November 15 and seen by Newsday, Mitsbangwa said the position taken by both the Central Committee and the Provincial Coordinating Committee, PCC, was incorrect. This position taken by your PCC is incorrect and an abrogation of Zanu PF procedures. The NDC reinstated Zbuura in June 2019, which the Central Committee report correctly captures. However, what the report does not capture is that after NDC reinstated Zbuura as acting chairperson, this was implemented by the late JB, former Transport Minister Joel Biggie Matiza, who was the provincial chairperson by that time, the letter read in part. A team led by the National Secretary for Commissariat in the Women's League, Maybe, Mbowe was deployed to the province and held a meeting with the Provincial Women's League executive on September 25, 2020. During this meeting, an election to choose a substantive chairperson was conducted, and the candidates were Zbuura and Gororo. The results were 25 for Gororo and 3 for Zbuura. Another letter from Mangwana addressed to the Zanu PF Women's League boss, Mabel Chinamona, dated November 16 also said that the Central Committee could not nullify what was already on the ground. The provincial members have said they would only comply with the Central Committee recommendations. In a letter in response to Mtsvangwa dated November 17, Provincial Secretary for Administration Kudzai Majuru, who recently announced Zvuora's reinstatement, said only the Central Committee could reverse the decision. Majuru claimed that the province was correct in reinstating Zvuora as the provincial women's league boss.